So when you look at sexual abuse, there's these 6 stages that are known, and I'll just kind of explain those and how they tie in. So the first stage is identify the target. And if you think about, if you're Satan and you want to accomplish the biggest impact, finding someone who's young and that could have a later great impact on themselves, family, society, as a missionary, there's a target on your back. Mm-hmm. And in a way, I think all young men, because of the world we're living in a way, they all have a target on their back.
Yeah.
So that one's pretty easy to see. The second one is grooming the target. Mm. So grooming is basically exposing the person up to a certain point where it's not too uncomfortable to where they run away or kind of hit the panic button, but you get them used to that line. And so, there's a lot we could talk about how that happens, but it's basically just getting them comfortable enough with the line to where they don't, again, kind of hit the panic button or tell somebody, and kind of get used to brushing up against the line, right? And then the third step is the actual perpetration event where the line is crossed and the person being perpetrated on doesn't retreat or pull away or run away because, again, the grooming kind of got them to where they were comfortable enough that it's not like I'm going to immediately run away.
Yeah.
And so the perpetration happens. And then right after the perpetration, there's this message of complicity and shame. So if I'm complicit in a crime, it means I'm in on it. Right. Mm-hmm. If I'm driving the getaway car for a robbery, I'm going to prison too when we get caught. Right? Because I'm complicit in it. So complicity and shame are the messages that come in that say, hey, you're in on this. Like you better keep your mouth shut, which that's actually the next stage is hiding. And those feelings make you want to hide. And so the hiding, and then the last stage is reperpetration and deeper complicity and shame. So if I go back to something that I maybe shouldn't have, now the message that I was complicit in, it just gets stronger and clearer. Mm-hmm. Right?
It just turns into this cycle, this little endless cycle, right?
Exactly. So that's like the game plan of an abuser is to use this 6-step process to get someone into a pattern. And once you're in, it's hard to get out because, again, that message of complicity and shame gets stronger. The feeling like my only option is to keep it hidden gets stronger. And even growing up in the church, there's this feeling like, well, I know how to repent. I'll just fix it myself. No one else has to know. Once it's fixed, then I can maybe tell somebody.
Right.
But I got to fix it first, and then I'll maybe tell somebody. But that just keeps you stuck in this pattern.
Yeah.
So,
and that makes sense because, I mean, think about our first parents, Adam and Eve. After they transgressed, what was the first thing that Satan told them to do?
Exactly.
Hide. And it just turns into this thing, and they try to fix their problem themselves.
Yeah.
And then Satan just continues to, entice them to.
That's
do
a great point.
Wow.